Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what I usually do here on the channel. Still going to be talking about movie news, but in this video I'm going to be having a conversation with an artificial intelligence. This chatbot sounds unbelievably real. The technology is just incredible. It's come on leaps and bounds. I thought it would make for a fun experimental kind of demo video, and at the end of the video, jump into the comment section, let me know your feedback, put your thoughts, comments and opinions. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this, because like I say, this chatbot is pretty damn incredible. And with that down, let's get into the video. Okay, so starting off with the first question. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Dr. Doom. How do you think that Robert Downey Jr. will distinguish his portrayal of Dr. Doom from his iconic Tony Stark role?
Ooh, good one. That's the question on everyone's mind, right? It's going to be a fascinating tightrope walk. Tony was charismatic, witty, a bit of a rogue with a good heart buried under the sarcasm. Doom is, well, Doom, cold, calculating, a conqueror at his core. He'll need to tap into a different kind of energy, something more ruthless, more controlled. I think he can pull it off, though. Downey's got that enigmatic presence, that ability to make you see both sides of a character. I bet he'll find a way to make Doom both terrifying and weirdly sympathetic.
So, moving on to the second question. The Russo brothers' directing style. What unique elements will the Russo brothers bring to Doomsday and Secret Wars?
The Russo brothers, huh? This is where things get juicy. Think epic scope, for starters. They know how to handle a sprawling ensemble cast and massive action scenes. Remember that airport battle in Civil War? Pure spectacle. But they're also masters of subtlety, of letting character moments breathe. They'll bring that emotional weight to these movies, especially with the multiverse at play. Imagine them weaving together different versions of characters, exploring the consequences of choices made across realities. It'll be a roller coaster of emotions, I promise you that.
Okay, thanks for that. So we're going to move on to the next question. Multiverse cameos. So which characters do you think will make an appearance in these movies?
Ooh, the multiverse is a playground. It's like a cosmic buffet of characters. Now, the Russo brothers are known for keeping things tight, so I wouldn't expect a full-blown spider situation. But I have a hunch they'll give us some tantalizing glimpses.
So, the next question up, we have Black Widow's potential return. Is it a good idea to bring back Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow? How could it possibly happen?
Natasha. Always a fan favorite. Bringing her back is a tricky one. Emotionally, it'd be tough for a lot of fans, myself included. It felt like a definitive ending in Endgame. A heroic sacrifice. But, hey, it's multiverse, right? Anything's possible. Maybe we'll see a variant from another reality, one who's still kicking butt and taking names. Or maybe, just maybe, they'll use some kind of time travel shenanigans to bring back a version of her before her fateful encounter on Vormir. Honestly, it's a bit of a wild card. What do you think?
I think that it's possible they'll bring her back. Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow is a fan favorite, so I think to leave her out would be too big a miss. I think they will bring her back. I'm not sure exactly how, but I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, let's move on to our next question here. So, comic book faithfulness. How closely do you think the films will adhere to Doomsday and the Secret Wars comic storylines?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The MCU loves weaving in elements from the comics, but they've also shown they're not afraid to shake things up. My guess is they'll take inspiration from the broad strokes of the storylines, the multiversal mayhem, the epic battles, the clash of titans, but they'll definitely put their own spin on things. Remember how they adapted Infinity War and Endgame? They took some liberties, but ultimately delivered something truly spectacular. So, while diehard fans might spot some deviations, I think they'll find plenty to love in these cinematic interpretations. What about you? Are you hoping for a faithful adaptation or a fresh take?
I think that when converting a comic format into a live action movie format, I think there's certain things you have to change, because comic book material doesn't always work on the big screen, so sometimes you have to change things up. But anyway, moving on to our next question. So, the new Avengers leadership. Who do you think will emerge as the next leader of the Avengers in these movies?
Now that's a juicy one. With Tony and Steve out of the picture, the mantle is up for grabs. My money's on Sam Wilson. He's earned everyone's respect, he's got the experience, and let's be honest, the shield looks damn good on him. But you can't discount someone like Captain Marvel. She's a cosmic powerhouse with a proven track record of leadership. And hey, maybe someone unexpected will step up. A dark horse candidate, perhaps? What do you think? Who should wield the scepter of leadership?
I'm really not sure. Sometimes I think that Thor would be a good leader, but I'm not sure. Maybe the Iron Patriot or War Machine. I think he's called War Machine now. I think he would be a great leader. He's got military experience. He's got experience commanding troops. So the character who plays War Machine, I think that would be a great choice.
War Machine, huh? Yeah, that's a solid pick. Rhodes has got the tactical mind and the grit. He knows his way around a battlefield, no question. It'd be interesting to see him step into a leadership role. Plus, think of his speeches. He could deliver a mean pep talk. Maybe a fusion of his military experience and Stark technology could even lead to some cool new weapons and gadgets for the team. Now that's leadership with style. What do you think? Where do you think these movies would fall in the Marvel timeline?
Okay, thanks for that answer. So we're going to move on to the last and final question here of this video. So we're going to be talking about which characters are going to have the biggest emotional resonance within the movie.
That's what those Russo brothers are masters at tugging. You know, besides the obvious contenders like Captain America and Thor, who are still navigating the loss of their friends and finding their place in a world without Thanos' shadow looming large, I have a hunch we'll see some surprising emotional depth from characters we don't expect. Maybe someone like Scarlet Witch, still reeling from the loss of Vision and struggling to control her immense power. Or perhaps even a rogue like Loki, forced to confront the consequences of his past actions in this multiversal landscape. Who do you think will pull on those heartstrings the hardest?
So you said Scarlet Witch, which was interesting. Scarlet Witch unfortunately died in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and she hasn't been confirmed to be coming back for either of these Avengers movies. So we'll have to wait and see if she does in fact appear. But I think that Peter Parker's Spider-Man will have the biggest emotional depth, because once he sees that a variant of Tony Stark is playing Doctor Doom, he realizes that he has the same face. That emotional weight between Peter Parker and Tony Stark, even though it's a variant of Tony Stark playing Doctor Doom, I think that emotional confrontation between the two characters is going to be the emotional kind of weight of the movie.
Right, I totally spaced on this unfortunate fate. My bad. But you make a compelling case for Spider-Man. That confrontation with Doom, a twisted echo of his lost mentor, that's gonna hit hard. Tom Holland can really bring those vulnerable emotions to the forefront. The way he portrays grief and loss, it's incredibly powerful. Imagine the inner turmoil he'd feel, seeing that familiar face twisted into something malevolent. It could be a truly heartbreaking and maybe even cathartic moment for Peter's character arc. That's a wrap for this insightful exploration, folks. Remember to subscribe for more deep dives into the multiverse and beyond. See you in the next one.
Thank you so much, Maya. It's been great talking to you.
The pleasure was all mine. Can't wait to unpack more cosmic craziness with you soon. Keep those questions coming. You're one of my favorite conversationalists.